Hey everyone. So most wine clubs work basically the same way. You pay a fee, they ship you a box of bottles, and you just hope you like what shows up. Now, that's not what Naked Wines is, because you're not subscribing to a delivery schedule or letting an algorithm pick your wine. You're putting money into your own account, and that goes directly to funding winemakers before the wine is even made. Then you get access to all the wines they make, all at insider pricing for whenever you want to order. Nothing gets shipped automatically. You choose what you want. You order when you want. It's not a quiz. It's not a mystery box. It's not a retailer. It's more like being part of a community that backs independent winemakers directly and gets first access to everything they produce. I've been using it for a few months now, bought a few cases, and tested everything from the cheapest bottles to their premium stuff. And in this video, I'll break down how the system actually works, what you're getting for your money, what kind of experience you can expect, and what you should definitely know before you sign up. Okay, so once you're in, the whole thing feels more like a wine marketplace. You're not locked into shipments or a fixed calendar. It's just this giant catalog of bottles, all made specifically for Naked Wines, and you decide what to do with it. There's no pressure to order on a schedule. Like, I've gone well over a month without buying anything, and the money just sits there. When you're ready, you just log in and build your box like you would on any e-commerce site. You can filter by price, variety, country, even stuff like whether it's organic or vegan. It's really easy to narrow things down, even when there's a couple hundred bottles to choose from. They do have an optional wine genie thing that curates for you, but unless you go turn that on, the whole model is built around choice. Now, when I placed my first order, I thought I'd grab maybe 3 or 4 bottles, just get a feel for it. But the catalog really is massive, and everything in there is something you kind of want to try. Not because of the label or some tasting notes, but because you can actually see who made it. You're scrolling through Winemakers. You've got their photo, where they're from, how many people would buy that bottle again. One guy described his cab as what I open when I don't want to share. That one got me good. I ended up building a whole case without actually meaning to. California, Spain, South Africa, just whatever caught my eye. There's no big bundle here. You've got credit in your account and a ton of wine to pick from. Whether you're into red, white, rose, sparkling, or dessert wines, I found myself trying things I'd never have picked in a regular store, just because they were there to explore. Now, if you do decide to try out Naked Wines, you can use the affiliate link below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and we might earn a small commission, which helps out the channel. And sometimes we do have special deals that you wouldn't get if you went directly through their website. Okay, so once you're in, the pricing is the first thing that really stands out. You're looking at wines that could easily be $25 or $30 in a store, and they're showing up at $13, maybe $14. And it doesn't feel like a discount. It feels like you're in on something early. They even have an intro offer when you first sign up. Right now, it's 12 bottles for $80 with shipping included, which breaks down to less than $7 a bottle. It's a really solid way to get your first case without spending much, and it gives you a full picture of what kind of wine they're working with. Plus, they also throw in extras all the time. I've had orders where a surprise bottle just shows up in the box. Not a mini, not a sample, a full bottle. One month, it was a Napa Red. That would have been more than $40 if I bought it anywhere else. And when my birthday rolled around, they added an upgrade bottle without saying anything. Just a little happy birthday, here's this, enjoy. Now, it's not gamified, there's no point system. It's all running behind the scenes, trying to make sure the membership feels worth it. And most of the time it does. Now, if you're the type of person who wants wine to just show up, this probably isn't for you. There's no automatic schedule, no recurring shipments. You have to actually go in and order. That's part of the appeal, but also the trade-off. You've got to be the one driving. And the pricing thing, where they show the angel price next to a market price, that's part, it's a little fuzzy. These aren't retail bottles, so you can't look them up and confirm what the discount really is. Most of the time the value still feels right, but it's not something you can fact check. There's also some fine print around refunds. I've seen one page say your balance is refundable anytime, and another say it's not. I didn't test it, so I can't say for sure, but it's the kind of thing that I'd screenshot before signing up just to be safe. Now, none of this is a deal breaker by any means, but it's stuff worth knowing up front. So if you like the idea of picking your own wine, supporting small producers, and getting access to stuff you can't just grab off a shelf, you're probably going to love this, especially if you're already spending money on wine anyway. This is an inside track to getting better prices and better bottles straight from the source without having to deal with stuff like rewards points or loyalty perks. If you want something passive where a box just shows up and you don't have to think about it, this isn't it. Naked Wines doesn't hold your hand. You have to go in, explore, build your own case. It's more fun that way, but it's also more effort. It works best for people who like trying new stuff and don't need someone else to decide what they're drinking that month. If that sounds like your style, check out the link in the description. There's usually a better deal there than what you'll see on their main site. Also, if you're interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, reach out using the email below. If you found this video helpful, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And if you've got any questions or you want to talk about good wine, drop a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.